Stimulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Is it on me? Yeah. Nice. Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep, the podcast. I am 1/3 of your comedy duo.
Trio?
Trio. There was a lot going on right before this. AJ, 1/3 of your comedy trio. Got a joke for you. You're going to love it. While I can appreciate the screaming guitar riffs and long beards of ZZ Top, I've always been partial to the subdued and silky smooth low end of ZZ Bottom. Cut to toll.
Oh, snap. Put a lot of thought into this one, you guys. I don't know if you saw this, but Dr. Pepper?
We're doing great.
Dr. Pepper just passed Pepsi as the second leading soda brand.
Really?
Yeah, all that education is finally paying off.
How?
Meanwhile, Mountain Dew stays steady at number 4, and it didn't even finish high school.
That's actually really good. I like that.
Hey, thank you.
I might need explanation on the back half.
Because it's Dr. Pepper?
No, I understood that part.
Mountain Dew's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just part of it.
What? What do you mean?
About it not graduating high school.
Because Dr. Pepper is a doctor and Mountain Dew is for idiots.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't know if there was some sort of reference
Not
within.
for idiots. I like Mountain Dew. I'm not calling
I'm
it.
just trying to ask if there was any reference in Mountain Dew that would make it be for stupid people, like in the name of it. Because you're using the reference of doctor in the name Dr. Pepper.
Right.
That's all.
No.
It's just a general rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. I own an ice cream shop. We do a lot of crazy stuff there. People like to refer to me as the Willy Wonka of Des Moines. And I say, I don't know. I haven't killed that many kids, you know?
One of Alex's better ones, I would argue.
Yeah, that was.
That was like a real joke.
That was a real joke.
Yeah. You cut to the chase. You know? Feels like it's been a long time since we've been together, since we've been talking to the peeps.
Yeah.
I guess it's just been the normal amount of time, but you know, I sure have missed the boys. Have missed our producer extraordinaire, Shyla. I've almost missed Dave a little, you know?
Almost.
But what's kept me company in the downtime and the time away from my dearly beloveds is seeing Toll McGrain clean his own place.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Wow.
What has it been like for you, buddy?
It has been an experience. I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was to clean my room.
Of course you didn't.
I told a guy at work, I said, it took me about 18 hours and there was about 20 huge bags of stuff. And he was like, I'd say I'm surprised, but I am not. I was like, yeah, it was a lot of stuff. I threw away a big old tub of porno.
Of course.
A lot of
Threw it
Playboys.
away.
I
Got to give up your bachelor ways. You know?
You don't need it anymore either. Like, I don't know. I feel bad because I didn't take it out to the woods.
Yeah, I was like,
I should have
Should
done
have
that.
put it in the woods.
And
like
I
a
think
real
I might go
gentleman.
buy some pornos and put them out in the woods.
Just
Yeah.
on principle.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Because I
I'll
found.
pitch in.
Did you find porn in the woods?
Of course.
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah, I
So it was
found
like a
porn in the
stump
woods.
or something, you know?
I found porn in the woods, and I was like, man, I took away some kid's rite of passage.
That's
putting
not
my
okay.
porn in the woods. There was a lot of ladies' underwear. Don't be offended, Sarah. But the fact that women came in my room,
Safe to assume they weren't hers.
some of them were,
Nice.
probably a lot. But you know,
least a
women,
couple.
they come to my house, and they're like, I can deal with this. And then they go in my room, and they're still like, still gonna do it, which is shocking.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Well, it's especially shocking because in all the years, and I've been to Toll's house many times, I would say, I mean, like 300 to 400 times.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Hundreds of times.
Hundreds of times.
Yep.
I've only seen just like in a horror movie where the door's slightly ajar, and I like started to peek my little head in, and then it went, Toll quickly slams it.
Yeah.
Slams it.
I don't want you to see my beat lab.
That's exactly. Beat
Beat off lab.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I made sure there. I
So I imagine
had
it's bad.
opportunities to poke my head in there, and I'm like, I'm never gonna do it. I'll just whatever I'm thinking is probably right, and we'll just leave it at that.
I should have taken a picture of it. I
You
suppose.
should have.
The before and after would have
Yeah.
been wild.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
It's once again strewn with clothes because I did some laundry last night and it wasn't completely dry this morning I realized. So I was
Where do
like,
you
shit.
have a washer and dryer in that house?
In the basement.
Of course.
Yeah. Where would I have it?
Who fucking knows, dude? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've done a load over there.
Oh, a few. Yeah, it's quite I have a lot of shit that I do not need and a lot of just like unopened things.
So so you've lived in
So
that
many
house.
pocket knives.
How many years have you lived in that house?
About 17.
So 17 years living in a house with no pushback from a woman.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure they wanted to,
Well, sure.
but they didn't live there. I don't think anyone. I don't
They
know.
just left their panties there and called it good.
Yeah, that's right.
Of all these pantied women,
Yeah.
or pantyless women,
Yeah.
none of them ever lived with you.
Nope.
Right. That's the secret here. That's
Yeah.
the key.
So where are we at now? T minus how many days until the move in?
23 days.
23 days.
It
All
is.
right.
The clock is ticking. And I am, it's a lot of pressure. I think about it all day, every day. Not even, now it's not even the baby part. It's the,
Oh yeah, this is before
this family, my family is coming to live with me. And it's like, and then now that Jimmy has moved out,
You're a longtime roommate.
I've done a couple of tours of the
A man
house.
that lived in your basement for the last dozen years?
14, 12, long time.
14
Right.
out of the 17,
Maybe not that long, but
probably that long.
yeah.
maybe longer.
Maybe
And
longer.
it's like doing the tour. I'm like, man, house is a piece of shit.
You're a real ass dude. Danny T said it best.
Yeah, but it's just,
Doesn't mean it can't be
It's
cleaned
got good
up.
bones.
No.
It'll
It does.
totally work.
it does.
Might be a few curtains that could be thrown away, I think.
Yeah, curtains.
Where's Groot gonna go?
Probably in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
And
my
all of
little.
your artwork.
Yeah, I'll have my vape pad in the basement.
Dad, this is Dad's basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells like blueberry yum yum. down here.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Pretty crazy that there was that much stuff in my room.
I know.
And a lot of it is like, I don't
Yeah.
want to throw this shit. It's there's shit that's in the package.
Like
so
what?
weird.
Like what's it?
A lot of like little gifts, like
That were given to you?
that were given to me, but like kind of almost gag gifts, you know?
Sure.
And I don't
Like,
know.
whoopee
No one should
cushions.
ever
I got a gag gift for
buy me anything I don't need ever again.
That's fair.
And I have approximately 400 t-shirts.
Yep.
I got rid of several, but I cannot bear to part with most of them.
Oh yeah, that's a guy thing. I have like 100 t-shirts probably, you know, and I need 14.
Yeah.
you.
For a
But I'm
guy-
not letting them go.
Yeah. And it's like,
Well, some of them have sentimental.
Of course,
They
there's-
do.
value.
There's stories attached to all these items, you know.
All the best T-shirts do.
and the amount of times I would, rather than do laundry, just go buy different clothes
You're like Pete
was
Diddy.
not helpful.
Go to Get and Go and buy yourself a sweatshirt because you don't want to do laundry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
But yes,
That was by far
this is what a
the worst
man
part.
does when he lives for 17 years in one location, unencumbered by anyone else telling
Yes.
him what to do.
Except another debatably grosser man.
No way he's grosser. I wouldn't put that on Jimmy.
I guess that's right. Because he was the one that would kind of clean,
Yeah.
which Toll didn't take kindly to.
Not,
He did
not all
not.
the time.
He did not.
No.
It was sort of Shrek in the swamp type
Yeah.
energy with you in that place.
Yeah. Shrek in the swamp. That's
Apropos.
yeah. But that was
you liked it the way you liked it, you know.
it wasn't a
And we
matter
liked
of
it for those same reasons.
liking it. It was more like my brain doesn't work properly and I don't notice things that other people are like, this is fucking gross. I'm like, this is A-okay.
What?
I
Must
would
be a certain kind of blindness though, because I remember there's been many times you've come over to my little place
Yeah.
and been like, AJ, it smells great in here.
yeah.
AJ, it looks so nice. Yeah, which-
I like to give compliments.
well, yeah, I know, but clearly you're aware of what clean, nice things look
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know? And I guess
But
I just never had the strength
let me
to be
put it
like,
this
Toll,
way.
you could do that too.
I had 3 bundles of wood in my car, and me and my buddy were going to have a fire, but instead we did not have a fire. And then I just have 3 bundles of wood in my car for like 4 weeks. And then one day I was like, I should probably take these out of the car. Those posters I bought
Why not?
for this place,
Yeah.
still in my car.
All right.
I just don't. I don't know. Like I can't.
It's kind of strange though, because you got the posters for the place. So it's almost that a transitory area in between the two things of like, you did the initial thing of getting the posters, right?
Yeah.
Which is some more than a lot of people might do.
Yeah.
And then it's just the follow
The
through
final
swing.
Yeah.
The final step.
That's why currently my friend Nate is
Got to bring the bat all the way around.
that is
No check swings.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
A lot of
especially,
bunts from Toll.
Yeah.
Right down the first base line.
Yep. Not a lot of home runs. A lot of singles without scoring.
Yeah, a lot of singles indeed.
Some scoring as well.
Yeah. I do. I mean, like I would have let the house collapse around me as long as I could still watch TV in it and go to bed.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Like a lean-to.
Yeah. Just holding it up with a couple poles. This is another thing. My friend Nate is on me every day. He's like, you got to do stuff. And I'm like, Nate. But you know, he ain't wrong.
He ain't
Right.
wrong.
And he knows that I am not one to
He's got to put the
do
iron
this
on
stuff. Yeah. So that's actually been pretty helpful.
You. Well,
He-
Mrs. Nate of Earl May fame.
yes.
Some of them might recall.
Yes.
Go way
And
back.
yeah, but I think about like when something goes wrong with Nate's house, he's like, I need to fix this. And when something goes wrong with my house, I go, well, that's broken now.
I guess that's that.
Yeah. Gonna have to go through the front door only, you know?
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like the sink in the bathroom,
Yeah.
you know, where it has like that lightest like prostate cancer trickle
Yeah.
of water
Yeah.
coming out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I brush my teeth in the kitchen.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Where you adapt, like Bear Grylls
Yeah.
in a way, where you adapt and overcome, but you didn't have to. You could have just fixed the sink.
Yeah. Or you could just
It's a
not
different
fix the
direction
sink.
that
Yeah.
is not,
Yeah.
I mean, it works for you, I guess, but is it the best route?
I don't think it's really, I'm not choosing it. You know what I'm saying?
But you are.
I mean,
By not choosing, you're choosing.
Yes.
That's
I
how
guess.
it
Indecision
works.
is a choice too.
I suppose.
But I mean, the light side of this, because it's not dunk on Toll night.
No.
No.
That's next
I'm not,
week.
I don't feel dunked. I don't feel dunked on. I mean,
When-
But you've been
Windmill.
doing so good, like where, because Ellie and I truly like Normandy level like organization of like we have to attack this from all fronts.
yeah.
We have to go air, land, and sea on
Right.
Toll's house in order to get this shit together.
Yeah.
But you've been sending these lovely, like we haven't been requesting photo evidence. You just send them over of like, look what I did today.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's-
really proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 hours and 20 giant garbage bags later.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you lived 17 years in one place by yourself, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
you've had the phantom of the house, and Jimmy's gone now. But so you have
Never
no
fully
pushback. So
gone.
you live. If I lived by myself for 17 years, it wouldn't be that much different. Like just
Yeah.
a man live. You know, you just take you work
Left
all
to his
day,
own
you get
devices.
tired. You know, you just take the path of least resistance and just keep moving, and shit piles up and whatever. Like I've totally been there. It's not that crazy of a thing.
No.
But so then when push comes to shove, and by shove I mean baby shove, then,
Right.
you
It
know.
also didn't matter.
right.
I mean, like, I'd bring ladies to my house and then be like, hey, here's my gross house. And then be like, hey, here's my gross pussy. I'd be like, all right.
Let me just leave my panties.
No offense, ladies. Sorry. That was just, it fit what I was saying.
Yeah. And it fit the
yeah.
house too.
Yeah. Cause so it didn't really hinder me, I guess.
Right. There was no giant
Yeah.
like roadblock where you're like, whoa, all this shit is going wrong now, so I must have to do this.
Right.
Nope.
Not till now.
Look who's talking now.
Yep. But it's getting, I mean, that was by far the hardest part was my room.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So as far as like the cleaning,
What's Jimbo's old room look like?
good. Empty.
Decent.
Yep.
Nice.
Just a big hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yep.
You just put a bunch of those little glow in the dark stars
Exactly.
over on the
Exactly.
ceiling, you know?
Yep.
Everly will love that.
Yes. Just get one giant glow in the dark star.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the giant hole in your ceiling. There's no monsters in there, I promise. Well, see you later.
Yeah.
I hate to bring
So-
it up because we briefly talked about it already, but I mean, do we have to just gut the bathroom, you think?
I
Or at least the tubberoonie?
don't know.
You know?
Here's
I think
what
it can be painted.
The tub?
Yeah.
I think that you have major roots growing in your water pipes.
Well, I've had that taken care of before, at least the outward pipes. The water pressure is fine everywhere else.
Oh, is it?
It's just the one sink.
So I think it's just like the faucet itself would
Yeah.
be updated, which isn't bad because I was. You
I don't even know
Ellie
if
and I were
it's
trying
the
to think through this.
faucet. I don't know, but I've been trying to figure out.
Or it could be that cartridge in it because we've done that. At the
I've
club
done
over
that
there.
before.
You got roots in the
It wasn't that.
I'm telling you.
I don't think because it would be affecting the other faucets.
Not necessarily.
I got one root growing into my sink.
That's right. Into your asshole too.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking because that tub and shower, nowadays it kind of comes as one big thing. I know that window's there, but you could kind of cut in,
Like the one they just like put over the existing.
Yeah,
or something. You just kind of
they show commercials all the time for it. It's like
Yeah.
I-
Rebath
yeah, there you go.
There you
or
go.
bath fitters.
You have a
yeah.
horrible, shitty shower/tub. Don't worry, we'll just put a new one right over the top of it.
We just cover it in plastic.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a toupee for,
Yeah.
your, for your
Yes.
bathroom.
Yes.
Because that was the only thing. Is like, has Sarah ever showered in that shower you have?
I don't think so. There's nothing. It works fine.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Doesn't look fine though.
Oh, I guess that's true. But we're working on it.
That's what I was wondering. Was we could, one of those little toupees on top of it or something.
Yeah. I don't know if there's time for. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, there's probably more high level things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was freaking out before, and I'm continuing to freak out.
No, it's good. See, that's the whole thing. So you're having.
We're gonna hash it out live.
Yeah.
So Sarah's moving in, and her daughter, and your soon-to-be daughter. So it's gonna be a full house. But this is what you don't know because you've never done it. Is when you live with a woman or whoever your significant other is, your life instantly gets better. Instantly, you have. So now instead of having one person and trying to do all this shit, you have two.
Yeah.
And women,
You got to put every
Not to
little bit of work.
pigeonhole women, but they like to make a home. They like to make things nice. They like to do that shit. So, it's
You're gonna come home to a Sensi pot or something.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Couple candles burning,
Yep.
maybe.
Maybe a headboard. How about that?
Oh, that will happen.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
It took me 33 years to eventually get one in hopes of, much like a bird nesting or something where they show the feathers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, can you see the headboard from the street, ladies?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think you understand where I'm at. I got a whole headboard.
You have to
and shit.
attract a mate. And
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah.
You'll have a headboard for sure. You'll have a duvet, probably.
Yeah. All that stuff.
Duvet toll.
Yep.
Well.
Organizational cubbies, probably of some sort.
Probably, I've kept my clothes in laundry baskets for the last
Yeah.
17 years.
Sounds right.
She's going to Marie Kondo
Yeah.
fold your shit up in a
I don't even have,
Does this bring you joy?
I don't have a dresser. I ain't got nothing.
No dresser?
No, just laundry baskets.
That's a dresser in its own way.
Sure.
It's a clothes holder.
Then I don't have to put anything away. I just pull the clothes out of the laundry basket.
Oh yeah,
See, that system I don't turn my nose up at because I think everyone kind of does a version.
Of course,
Like
yeah.
I still do that.
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Especially if you I just have a little steamer, so if it's super wrinkly like a dress shirt, I can just go and it's like ironing but easier.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I've ever ironed anything.
Ever?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm not. That makes sense. I'm not.
I've ironed a tie. Often I will just mist things and then throw them in the dryer.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Throw in an ice cube with it.
Yeah.
Wet washcloth.
Yeah.
There's lots of moves.
Steam it
Works
out.
great. I hang up the stuff like dress pants and
yeah. So you have your own systems for all these things.
yeah.
Now they're going to be enhanced and
Yes.
improved.
Yes.
So it's nowhere to go but up from here.
That's
Nothing
true.
to worry about.
Nothing to be anxious about whatsoever.
Well, yeah. The fucking guy hasn't come for the tree yet. And that's driving me crazy. But
I'm sure in about 7 weeks they'll be there.
yes. But yeah, otherwise, the one daunting thing is done. So that's nice. Now,
And Jimmy's room's already kind of taken care of, I guess.
Yeah.
That's nice.
except, the big ceiling.
Right, the meteorite hole in the
Yeah.
ceiling. Yeah.
It's not like literally, it's like it's where the plaster has fallen off.
Sure.
oh, it's
and
plaster.
then-
Okay.
And then the wood slats are right there of this old ass house.
I would say if it was drywall, we could probably do it.
It is not drywall.
Yeah, see,
but it
plaster.
might be able to be patched with drywall if it's sturdy enough
How
to
big is
stay
this
up.
hole we're talking?
Let's put a couple posters over it,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
blacklight poster.
Yeah.
Like a cool, like a earthworm smoking a doobie kind of poster.
Jupiter in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like those fuzzy ones.
Yeah. Perfect. See, problem solved.
I know.
No
You're
big.
worrying too much.
Nah, I'm just worried like if the whole ceiling needs to be replaced, like if it's sag. I don't know. We'll find out. I've got a guy coming
wasn't there-
this week.
I mean, not to
look
put
at it.
Jimbo on blast here, but wasn't he storing TVs up there? Wasn't that the issue?
No,
Oh.
we
Oh, that must have been a
because
joke.
he didn't have a way to get up there because he used the stairs to the attic as his closet, as one of his closets, and it was totally full. But he did have a lot of plants in there and like a humidifier thing, which did not.
Humidifier. Wait, where was the humidifier?
It was like for the plants
Where were the plants? In his room?
all over his room.
Putting a Jesus Christ.
That boy loves
Putting a
plants.
Yeah.
humidifier in your bedroom
Yeah,
if it's not winter time.
yeah. And that could.
I like it wet.
Yeah, the ceiling does
Wet
not.
and stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Ceiling
like that
doesn't care for
ceiling to
that.
sag.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Not trying
Yeah.
to talk, not talking shit about Jimmy.
No,
You know?
of course not. I mean, I'm sure Jimmy could say a few things about living with you. If I had to guess.
I would rather not.
Yeah, well, we can have him
I
on
would
at some
rather
point, I'm sure.
not know. I mean, I guarantee. Yeah. A few things. Just a minor few.
I'm sure there's somebody who can do some plaster work in this town.
Yeah, I've got a friend of mine is coming to look at it this week.
Nice. See? You're doing stuff. You're making calls.
Yeah.
You're on the horn. You're talking to
Making
people.
moves.
Calling the guy to get my old car.
Oh yeah, I wondered
Tomorrow.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
Where's
driveway.
that going?
Some dude left a note on my door that says, "Hey, I'll buy this car."
Really?
I was like, I think the neighbor must have said something or something. I don't know, but it was pretty random.
Just in time too.
Yeah.
That's great timing.
I'll give you $75 straight up cash.
Yeah. You can just,
Done.
honestly, you can just have it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But $75.
Yeah, I'd take that too.
Yeah.
Or,
Season pass to Adventureland.
with that great McGrain bartering skills. She's like, should I pay you?
Yeah. There's something that couch maybe should be paid for. That's like, hazmat suit level.
Oh, my couch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that couch?
My couch?
Yeah.
It's still in my living room. I'm getting a dumpster for everything. You can get one with 24 hours notice,
Yeah, you'd mentioned
but I don't know where they'll put it.
Yeah, the driveway.
That's the concern.
Yeah, that's right. Usually it's the driveway. They probably can't put it out in the street.
I wonder if they can, though, because you can park there.
Depends on how long it's there for, I guess.
Yeah.
Put an
I'll have to
engine
talk
on
to
it.
them.
Pair of headlights.
Yeah.
It's a car now.
yeah. Maybe they could fit it in the driveway. I saw those bagsters. Have you seen those? Those huge like construction bags.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
garbage.
Like a big vinyl.
Yeah, and they
bag.
set it out in your yard, and then they.
Whenever anyone does that, that shit sits there for months.
Yeah.
Like, the city never picks it up, or whoever's supposed to.
Yeah.
They tell you can put whatever you want into this like big it's almost like a tent, like vinyl,
Yeah.
thick material, like the size of like the rug. And you can
Yeah.
throw all this shit in. They're like, we'll come pick it up. And then they do like in the year 2029. You're like, well, that's thanks, but like I wanted to get this out of here.
I mean, the couch, you probably should be able to do those stickers, I think.
I could, but there's so much. There's
Put a
the
couple
couch on
hazmat
the
stickers
porch,
on there.
the couch
Don't touch.
Radioactive waste.
in the living room, the couch by the fish tank, my bed, my box spring, the couch in the basement, the water heater in the backyard.
Famous water heater. Glass water heater.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff. And the 20 bags of garbage currently on my porch.
I was just thinking if the dumpster for some reason is a no-go,
Yeah.
you can get some product off.
Yeah.
Out of the
I don't know
house,
how
you
much those stickers cost. The dumpster's like $300.
Stickers aren't too bad because I've put box springs and mattresses at my current place out. I think they're like $10.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
like
might-
$5 a sticker or something, and things
Sometimes you
need
need
so
more.
many
It's like a
stickers.
stamp.
Depending on how big it is. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
stamps.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so maybe that couch gets 30 stickers because they're like, goddamn.
Covered in pink stickers.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that couch needs a Viking funeral.
It does.
Put it on a
Set it on
pyre.
fire in the backyard.
Yeah. With the water heater.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a water heater funeral.
Fill it full of
We'll
gas.
burn it with my couch.
Yeah.
We'll fill it full of jungle juice and drink out of it.
There you go. Repurpose it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be somewhat exciting, though, right? Just thinking about all the cool new shit you're going to have. You're going to have a couch that
Oh, it's massive upgrade time.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
it's going to be good looking.
I mean, I can't, once it's here, that'll be great. But in the
Between now and
meantime,
then,
yeah.
sure.
It's,
Well, I hope you can ask for help, too.
yeah. Well, with the room would have been weird, I feel like.
Yeah.
found a vibrator. All kinds of crazy shit, man.
Toll's sex den has
Yeah.
been disrupted.
So I found my scale
more-
finally.
No more panties or vibrators or
No.
rubber sheets, what have you.
I found one of those too. Good God Almighty.
Big
I
dental
apologize, Sarah, for yeah.
It's all leaving though. Don't worry about
Yep.
I mean, that's
it's all
lovely.
gone. It's gone.
it. Shiloh will come in with a gong and hit it, ding, right before, cleanse the whole place.
That's right.
Hell
We set
yeah.
the vibe.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big time. I'm just concerned about, the ceiling, painting, cleaning. I don't know. It's
a lot.
It's fucking a lot.
But you're-
and like tomorrow I
you're on the way.
work 12 hours.
Right. Well, here shortly, I'll have a little bit more free time come July.
Yeah.
Alex,
I got nothing going on.
you've got nothing going on.
Had Black Cat yesterday.
He's kind of a kept man these
Yeah.
days,
right.
I saw my little picture on me and Everly on the Black Cat
Yeah.
Instagram. Ooh,
Pretty sweet.
like a celebrity. It's pretty cool.
Look at
Got
this.
so many likes and hearts.
Oh my god.
This guy probably has a super clean house. I bet.
Yeah.
Looks like a good
That's
dad.
what they all think.
Yeah.
I'm like, just kidding. Ha ha ha.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. The room got a little away from me this week.
Yeah.
That's what he'd say when they walked in.
Yeah.
Just got a little away.
I haven't
Yeah.
cleaned for a while.
Yeah.
How long?
It's been a crazy week.
17 years.
Just need to run the sweeper real quick,
Yeah.
George Bush was president and things went crazy. That's I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I cleaned a few times. It was just more like the floor,
Sure, spot clean.
and I would put everything in the closet.
It wasn't filth everywhere, just stuff.
I mean, yeah.
I'm being nice.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Trying to build him up a little.
Yeah.
We took him to a dark place for a few seconds there.
Mm.
That bathroom talk hit something.
I don't see, I don't think about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I see. My bathroom's gross. So
The bathroom is tough. I will, and I'm not trying to shame you, but the bathroom is gross.
yeah.
And I say that with love.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not, I guess, yeah. I mean, what's that? That's amazing.
Well, I
we
guess
will take you up on that.
I guess
for
I
sure.
should
Comment.
clarify. It's like mainly the tub area is tough for me. The bathroom itself, like, because we relayed that cock or whatever that
Yeah.
one time. That,
Hey,
We laid a lot of cock in that bathroom.
we did. Yeah, I think it's just, and some of it I know is more like lime,
Yeah.
things like that. It's just, it's tough look.
Well, I mean, when the drain was clogged, I put Drano in there, of course, which did not work.
because there's roots in there.
And then Drano just sat there on top of the tub, and it
Ate
like
away,
ate
huh?
away the
Ate the tub.
It ate the tub. And now it's like black on top, which ain't great.
It's kind of,
How many bathrooms are in this house?
Oont.
Yes,
Yeah. I might put a toilet in the basement.
just a freestanding toilet.
I mean, there will be like a curtain around it.
a curtain.
I took it.
waist
Leave me
high.
alone.
Yeah. When there's family in this house after work today, I went to the bathroom when I got home from work. And then I went out of the bathroom, let the cats in, whatever. And then I went back into the hallway. And I was like, my God, I am diseased. Because it smelled bad, and I'm going to have girls living with me insulting me, I assume.
Ooh, that's right. Even if
Yeah.
even if the house got flipped and completely turned over into like a brand new house, that bathroom is still front and center.
Yeah.
And there's no getting away from it.
Nope.
And that's why I was trying to broach it, gently, kind of bringing it in of like, anymore, yeah, but, they kind of have like a whole tub shower thing you can just kind of put in there.
Yeah.
I think we could knock that out pretty quick with a couple set of hands.
Do you think that we could do it?
Yeah, well, Spencer, who works at the club, he's done plumbing stuff for us. At like he's fixed our sinks a lot. He could probably fix your sink in the bathroom. as
Oh,
well.
wow.
He's a handy guy, and he's literally like demoed bathrooms and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
Say no more. Demo. Say no more.
and this is one of those things, where like as a friend, I don't want to put that. I don't want to tell you what to do. I know
My friend Nate is telling me what to do
Right.
all day, every day.
All right, maybe
Maybe
I will then.
I mean, I'm like, stop. But I'm like, yeah. he
Maybe
ain't
we'll
wrong.
find different departments. Like I can talk to Spencer. Maybe him and I can maybe focus on the bathroom for you
Yeah.
or something. And I know Dave has talked about maybe doing something in the general area for you. That's another helpful part
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So we,
Yep.
We got your back on this. Dog.
I know.
We got your back. We got your front.
The support has been embarrassing.
In an embarrassing level of support.
An embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
That just means people love you.
This messy moron is having a kid. We got to help this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
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 I mean, there's some people that are in your shoes that, don't have that maybe.
Yeah.
Imagine how fucked they are.
Yeah. It's true. There's not a lot of
And they
people.
probably didn't have all those panties either. Which is even
Probably
sadder.
not. Yeah.
It is sad.
Most of them were probably Sarah's, but there were some.
Most of them were
Couple were
probably
mine.
hers.
Couple were mine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Couple banana hammocks.
Grape smugglers.
Yeah, that's right. Hanging off the rear view mirror. That's how the guys in high school would do it.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be good.
Yeah, because I will say, if I could pay you a compliment about your place, the kitchen, pretty spick and span.
Huh?
Like his sink area and everything. Like I rarely, if ever, saw a dish. It was always very clean.
Yeah. Jimmy could get his hands on those.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the kitchen was relatively clean.
Sure.
The fridge could maybe use a once over, but
The fridge. Jimmy took some of his magnets off the fridge.
God
Wait,
damn it.
is the titty calendar from like 2004 still on there?
It's yes.
Okay, good.
that was mine.
Don't change that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It has to be there. Snap-on
Yep.
tools,
Yep.
monthly calendar
Rebecca.
from yeah.
That is still there. Some of the wedding invites are gone
Oh yeah, there's a bunch
of
of
the
those on there.
divorces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the-
And there's
you
a
know-
lot of magnet shaped clean spots on the fridge.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
You gonna invest in a stove?
Kind of tan lines.
My
where the
stove
magnets
works.
went.
It does.
The oven doesn't work.
The oven doesn't work.
And you have to light the stove with the lighter. But
Okay.
I will. I'm stove and
mean,
I got to get a new
That's something you could teach Everly in a night.
washing
you know?
machine. I got to get all kinds. I mean, that's stuff.
Bullshit. Shit.
Your
Fun-
washing machine
Yeah.
doesn't work?
It does, but you've got to.
There's a trick to it.
Yep.
What's the trick?
It will wash. But then when it switches to spin, you have to go down to the basement and open the door, or it won't spin, and just sit there, and the motor will like burn. But once you open it and close it, it spins right up, which makes laundry a real fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, 'cause you have to time the
You have to like
open and
listen
close.
to the shaking of the washing machine. Yeah,
see if you smell smoke or not.
it does. It never really. There's never a burning smell, but
Well, and one thing that's kind of nice, even if, because, there's a hierarchy of needs as we've established.
yeah.
There is a laundromat literally a block away, not even a block away from
There, but I can get. I mean, that Metro appliance, I can probably get a washing machine
or Facebook
pretty
Marketplace.
cheap. Yeah, or that too.
That's a pro tip. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast before, but really anywhere you live, I'm sure, look in the richest areas of the city that you live in on Facebook Marketplace, because it's likely the nicest shit, and they're looking to get rid of
Just
it
giving it
cheaper.
away.
They're giving it away. That's where I got all my furniture now.
I got a hot tip from Emmett. This is random, but to go, if you want to go like thrift shopping, go way out west.
Of course.
There you go.
All the good shit's out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it. So that could be some. I know Sarah's probably bringing over some of her furniture, but
Yeah. We'll have her.
if you need new naked lady posters or something,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, find some on the cheap over there.
yeah.
Some Joaquin nudie posters, you know.
That's
Yep.
right.
How's it going? The Vaporium.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So ceiling, bathroom. I mean, it's really not. I mean,
washing machine.
the tree sounds like it's going to be taken care of.
We'll see. It was supposed to be the beginning of last month.
Yeah, well, good things take time.
The guy's so cheap, you don't really want to complain, I guess.
Right. Been a lot of storms and shit in the last month. You know,
It's terrifying.
I'm sure he's busy.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and it's not his main.
Don't want to put up a fuss.
No, I never do want to, in general. But
I think a lot of this stuff's achievable, man. Especially with a few extra set of hands.
yeah,
I'm
Yep.
sure Alex can turn a wrench, scrub a floorboard.
We'll be moving that bus about 23 days from now.
Moving that bus.
That bus.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I mean, is the main fear of the tree it just falling onto the house at this point?
Yes, correct.
That's a fair fear, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Now
like
that
a
I think
300-year-old dead tree in your backyard is it's like
Yeah.
just a sword dangling over your head. When's it going to come down?
Yeah. I bet you guys, how many TVs do you think I have in the house?
Like on your true ownership TVs or TVs that are now like your jurisdiction because of Jimmy?
Both. I mean, they're
I'm going to
That
say
does change it.
6.
AJ.
9.
Oh, if we're counting my operational TV, the answer is 6.
Oh.
There's 4 tube TVs of all different sizes.
Various sizes.
Mhm.
All weighing at least 400
And
pounds.
one little flat screen. Oh yeah.
As in a tube TV that has a flat screen or
No, it's like
plasma.
a little TV.
A plasma.
Remember
Big
when they were
screen
called
plasma.
that?
Yeah. 710. Don't worry about it.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Everly's gonna have a wall of TVs.
Yep.
That's good living. That's like blank check shit right there.
It is.
Oh man.
I mean, having our own room will kick ass. I didn't really even have my own room until,
But she won't after a couple years.
but a couple of years is still pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she has her own room now. I guess
She does.
Well, fuck.
In come the bunk beds.
Yep.
I guess that might be even funner.
That will. I think
you convinced-
she is
yeah.
excited. She wants she would love somebody to sleep with her, to like stay in a room with her
Oh, yeah.
more
There
than
you go.
anything. Yeah.
Well, she's about to.
Guess
Yeah.
what? You're in luck.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can move on from Toll's house. We'll circle back on that here.
We'll check back in a week or two.
That's right. We've done roughly 42 minutes on it. So.
Oh shit.
I didn't mean to go that far down the rabbit hole. I was, just wanted to pay you the compliment of, look at you.
I
Yeah.
know. It's
Go
move-
off.
Look at your gross ass cleaning.
It is good though. Because I mean,
Yeah.
as a friend, there are times where I was like, I didn't know if it was gonna be pulling teeth or if it
Yeah, I
was
didn't know if it was going to be
last
like
minute.
5 days from D-Day. And
Yeah.
like, we got to get in there.
Like I told you guys, I mean, when I gotta do something,
No, it's true.
It's not for me.
I think the shower really changed it too. I felt like that lit a fire.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was
Baby
like,
shower.
this is fucking happening.
going down
I have
for
all
real.
this baby stuff in my house.
That ain't
I quit smoking in the house a few weeks ago.
wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a few more minutes on it. That's big news. That's big news.
Yeah.
I myself have smoked roughly 4,000 cigarettes in that house.
Yeah.
Just myself.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
I can't wait. We don't have to release it to the public if you don't want to, but I would be curious to take a video of the cleaning that would go on. Like just that sheen that would come off the walls.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I do.
Like Service Master, whoever comes in to do that. It's
you ever
gonna-
see those TikToks
cleaning
where people
videos?
are like cleaning a rug?
Yeah.
Like that needs to be done to the inside of Toll's house. Just like
Hey.
soap it,
Yes.
soak it. The brown comes down. You soak it again. Deep clean it.
my
Well, I think
God.
this man who just walked in might be the perfect guy to bring in right this second.
That's right.
think
Because
so.
I think he was living kind of as a wild boy for a couple years before
definitely was.
before he cleaned up his act.
Yeah.
He was living unconventionally, some
yes.
might say,
Living in a barn, I
Yeah.
think.
In a hammock in a barn.
down by the river.
Would you like to step in? Yeah, okay. Coming in to the studio.
Oh,
Mr. Ian Poe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guys, hello world.
Hello, Mr. Ian. I tried to angle the cameras in a way that you could get some of Ian. Are we
How
getting
are
them
you?
shy?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Nice.
I didn't see you come in. And then I saw you sitting on the counter.
I was sitting on a dumpster downstairs listening on my phone.
So sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry. I saw that you messaged me, and then I got distracted. We were talking about Toll's impending parenthood
Yeah.
and cleaning up his house.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Would you say that your life, obviously your life changed, but I mean, we're talking about getting a headboard. We're talking about a lot of stuff. you
Oh
know?
yeah, you got to start the basics.
Yeah, I'm not starting that headboard.
Well, you're ahead
we'll
of
get
me.
there.
I mean, you had a dirty bathroom, but I had like no indoor plumbing.
There you go.
know, living in a barn in a hammock.
Yes.
So, I mean, you are steps miles ahead of
Yeah.
me right
Yeah.
now, which makes
Yeah.
me.
What'd you do for the bathroom?
I peed in the yard. There was an upstairs window that I would climb up in and put my like knees on, and I would kind of be up there, and I would just pee out of the second story. There was a bathroom, there was a bathroom that was far away in the house
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that I would go to if I had an emergency.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And number 2.
Yeah. Well, that happened in the yard in a snowstorm at least one time I can remember. In a blizzard. But, yeah.
Blizzard
Oh,
dump.
man.
Yeah. I couldn't make it. You wait too long. You try to talk yourself out of it.
Like,
you know?
have you ever seen that video of the dog taking a dump in a hurricane?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I picture.
That was weird. Were you able to get it done?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's some soldier shit right there, my friend.
Oh man, hell yeah,
Well, I remember-
Bachelor pad, Toll.
yeah. Not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, because did your lady move in with you, Ian, when you two came together, or did you kind of go to her spot?
I went to her spot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds right.
I would have been shocked if it was the other way around.
She moves into the barn with you.
Yeah. I was afraid to bring her into the barn. You know, this was not a barn gal. She was a classy lady.
Yeah,
And I knew.
That's kind of what Toll's dealing with.
Right.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
But
Don't need
they're
to bring
probably,
a classy gal into a barn.
You don't want to do it.
And I don't
I
want
mean-
to blow up your spot, but there probably were a few barn gals in the past, right?
Yeah. And I would always wonder, what is the matter with you?
this is basically what the beginning of this podcast was about. Yeah, it's like, oh, here you are. So
Yeah.
I got you here. You might as well do it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it really goes to like the fortitude and heart of a woman. You know,
I
just-
love it.
I think they can see through the, they could see through my 2 feet of cloth over the floor,
Right.
and they could see through Ian's barn.
Right.
You know?
they see the potential.
Like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's right. I mean, that's very literally could be the case right there. And also, if you're a good time.
And some of them were, they weren't never at my house for a long time, but they were around for a long time.
Right.
So they were like, what the fuck am I doing?
Hey.
And then we're like, got the hell out of there.
That's it.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time we spent.
Thanks for the panties.
Yes. I will keep these panties. Though.
They're all gone.
Right.
All of them.
He's clean.
Even the Disneyland panties are gone.
Oh, wow. Because it goes all the way back to that. Like
What?
Yeah.
virginity panties.
Yeah.
You had those?
I had them in the duffel bag from, I found the pictures from that trip too.
Wow. Because they were probably like pictures that were printed out, like at a
Yep.
Walgreens or
Yep.
something. Wow.
You got to get
Is
a
she in
storage
those
unit.
pictures?
Yeah.
I mean, it's too late. They were put it in, storage unit for the leftover panties.
Well, I don't know.
I just see it a lockbox.
Whatever.
Toll's trophy room.
You keep guns in there? No.
Yeah. Why do you have this shipping container? Well, it's for the panties.
You ever been to Disneyland? I don't want to talk about it.
You know, Zach Bagans has that haunted museum thing. Well, yeah, it's kind of like that,
Yeah, yep.
but full of
Toll's
panties.
Haunted Panty Museum.
God damn. Would they just leave them? I guess, in the heat of the moment, they just might
Also,
forget
think about
them.
Yeah,
I
they're
guess
looking
you
to
haven't
escape.
seen my room,
Right.
but if you toss
Imagine.
your teeny weeny undies onto the pile,
The sea.
Yeah.
it's going to be difficult to locate.
Yeah.
Like an I Spy game.
And I'm like, got him.
Yeah.
You know?
And the floor goes
Yeah.
like that. That
You belong to
That
me
dude.
now. Yeah.
I feel bad for Sarah listening to this. It's okay, Sarah.
I think she
you
listened
got
to
the best panties of all.
She fell in love with you because of the podcast, though.
Yes.
So she knew about the
That's true.
panties.
That's true.
She was happy to add her panties to the collection.
Yep.
And then she was like, mine will be the last one.
That's right.
And that's what she did.
That's right.
And that's real shit right
So, Ian, how many kids do you have?
Well, I've got four.
Four.
Four
My
of 'em.
goodness.
Yep.
Ages?
One too many.
Ages? What's the ages?
7520.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good spread.
7520.
It's a solid spread.
So there's a little bit. I guess the biggest gap would be the 5 to the 2, I suppose. Right?
Yep.
Seems to check out. Yeah.
The math is mathing on that.
Yep.
In that pocket where you almost like, maybe we'll just keep it at 2.
Was that the plan?
The plan was always talked about. I mean, it was like 4 was a number that was thrown around. You
Yeah.
know,
Sure.
And I was,
Just, we're throwing numbers out.
Yeah.
you know, 4 sounds good hypothetically when you have, you know,
Yeah.
Hilarious.
it's a good number.
A couple Smirnoff ices in. You're like, yeah, 4.
Fuck it.
That sounds good.
You're having a nice time at Applebee's, you know,
Yeah.
small talk.
Yeah.
And,
Fish bowl.
Yep. Yeah, here we are, 4
Yep.
kids, and so now it's time to shut it down. You know,
Yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it
Closed
down.
for business.
Snip it, cauterize it,
Yeah.
shove something in it, shut it down.
So how old are you?
39.
39.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking good.
I'm fucking 42. Be an old dad. Just
Yeah.
like my dad and just like her dad.
Yeah.
Fucking
Old dad.
60 when they graduate from high school.
But you got a lot to teach now, you know?
I do. It also, it's exciting to have a reason not to die. You know?
Hey, that is hilarious and also correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I
Yeah.
got something to latch onto for
Yeah.
a little while.
This little lady needs a pop.
Yep.
That's you.
Yep. Hopefully I last longer than mine did.
I have 2 kids. I'm 48 and I have 2 kids that are 18 and 22. So I did it early.
Yeah.
And the thought of having I know people that did that as well, but also now have like a 1-year-old at my age. And I'm just like,
What a mistake.
what an enormous mistake you've made. You were in the clear and now you're restarting.
Oh.
I mean, because when you're young, you have strength and virility to muscle through everything. But when
Right.
you're older, you're smarter. So there's a trade-off both ways. But I'm very content at being
Right.
48.
Fear
with
the
2
old
grown
man
kids.
in a world where men die young.
Right.
Kind of thing.
There you go.
You know, like Highlander shit or something.
Yeah.
But being young, yeah. I guess being young would help with the late nights, I imagine.
Correct.
Right? Because
I have
how
no
was the
idea.
first one then for you, Ian?
I was
Early
32, 33.
That's not bad.
33, yeah.
So you're like AJ aged when it all started.
Yeah, when it all began.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not. I never would have thought that this would have been how my life was playing out. You know, it was not. I had some friends that were like, I want to grow up. I want to have kids. I want to do this and that.
Yeah.
And that was never even like on the radar of possibility.
Really?
No.
You're like super dad now.
I love it now,
Yeah.
but
Huh.
the best things are like surprises, I think, you know, sometimes, but like.
So
yeah.
what was 20-year-old your thoughts for your future were what?
Well, I had a pretty elaborate homeless plan at that age.
That's not
like
that's a great plan.
how I will survive if I have nothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was like my life's plan, you know.
What was
And-
the plan?
Well, at that point, I did have an Anytime Fitness gym membership.
Okay.
so
24 hours.
You got a shower and a bathroom.
Shower.
That's all you need right
Covered.
there.
Yeah.
And at this time of life, you know, 21, 22, 23, my go-to move when there wasn't anything going on after like bar close, I would
Wasn't
drive.
anything going on after 2 a.m. Now what?
I would drive to the Anytime Fitness,
Anytime.
get a good pump in,
Sure.
shit faced.
I used to do that. That's how I exercise.
You have the whole place to yourself.
I got
You're
fucking
hammered.
ripped. Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
I got jacked working out drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
God damn.
That's
I wasn't thinking
amazing.
far beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
right.
right. That's fair. I mean, as a 20-year-old man, fair enough.
No, you got
'Cause that's
fair
what
enough.
likely led to the barn situation, I imagine. Because the barn sounds semi-homeless, right?
Yeah, I mean, at that
Like
point,
a squatter, sort of.
He has a roof over his head, you know?
Yeah, but like a squatter. Then.
It's like
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, I'd left a situation where I left all my belongings behind. You know,
What was
I-
the situation?
Well, I was cohabitating in northern Iowa in a house. Yeah. So,
Oof.
and I just, one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I got to
Fuck
get out of
this.
here.
Yeah.
And I got to just not
With
take
a-
any of my stuff with me. I think
with
I
a
gotta,
lady.
Yes.
Just packed up
Yeah.
put your bindle over your shoulder.
Yeah. And there was
Not
nothing wrong
even.
with her. You know, all due respect to her. She was cool. It was just like, there was
You woke up and were like, no more.
sometimes if you're walking this way and then you just got to say, I've got to start to go this way.
Yeah, got to
now.
course
Yeah.
correct.
You know, And
That's that's how I'm looking at this. Is that life has changed, and I try to avoid it so
yes,
hard.
you have
And
made a real business out of that.
and you know,
Well,
you
and in a
gotta
way-
accept it.
Yeah, because you've seemingly also like avoided life in a way.
I have,
just in like
I
not
would say.
just because life is changed, like you said. Literally, it is where it's like it's almost now your life is starting.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty sweet.
yeah, I'm excited for you.
Thanks, buddy.
I am excited just to like sit back and watch.
Oh, we
You
all
know,
are.
I'll be like less help than these guys as far as some of the stuff that you need help with.
Yeah.
Maybe you know, like like I'm not redoing your bathroom.
Fair.
Yeah, we are.
That's fair.
We aren't really that close. We aren't redo each other's bathroom level of friendship.
I would, I would come and help. You know, I mean, you know, I would love to.
Right.
But you know, I'm excited to sit back from a safe distance
Yeah.
and watch it all unfold.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, it's happening.
Was the sorry?
I can't remember what it was. So you go ahead.
With you and I mean, we don't have to get too far into Ian's personal life, but I mean, we're gonna try. Was it a whole conversation with you and your betrothed on having the kids, or was it just sort of? I know you mentioned that you talked about 4 kids, things like that, but that first one, or was it just sort of organically happening?
Well, I mean, I understood how it could happen.
Right.
Yeah.
The physics.
Yes.
Yes.
From a technical standpoint. Sure.
And so, you know, with
Rolling the dice, as
Yeah.
it were.
part of you thinks like, I don't know if this is possible.
Right.
You know,
And you assume it isn't actually. You're like, no way.
you know, right.
Maybe I'm shooting
Yeah.
blanks.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So
Right.
you don't really know that it could happen until it does happen. And then when you hear that it's happening, I mean, it's a shock.
Yeah.
So I was, you know, I didn't have a good reason to be shocked, but I was, you
Right.
know. And then it's all those feelings that you're talking about, like, you know, like shit just got real, you know. I mean, before, you know, it was all fun and games and it was all just about Ian and that
And
you know.
Ian's dong.
yeah, I mean, yeah, just whatever was right in front of you, you know, just living life in the moment. And now my perspective has shifted from like almost like not thinking about anything but right now, and it's shifted way out into the future, like
Right.
way farther,
Right,
almost
right, yeah.
like too far.
Right.
And so right now I'm in the process of trying to like dial it back into like a reasonable, you know.
Yeah.
Be a
So
little bit more present.
yeah, because you can think too big, and that's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I've sort of had that, like, I never had any sort of anxiety or any sort of thing, like no sort of worry at all. Just that wasn't not like part of my like psyche.
Oh,
I
that's
was
all
like,
I do.
well, I was like, just like, forget about
bread and
it.
butter.
Yeah. So you'll be fine. You'll be ready.
Yeah.
I'm like new. It's like new money, but I'm new.
Yeah, new money.
worry.
Yeah.
So
I'm already
Your old worry.
worried about everything.
He's south of Grand.
I'm worried about the that's right. I'm worried about the earth. I'm worried about fucking Donald Trump. I'm worried about AI and Instagram. I'm fucking worried about it all, buddy. Worried.
Yeah.
And I was worried for myself before, and now I'm like, oh fuck me.
you were worried for yourself.
Just I was worried for the general well-being of the planet that I was on.
Okay.
And
I can appreciate
and
that.
now
Well, you were
I-
almost like in a nihilist way of like you'd rather kill the whole human race to save the planet.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I got from you
Yeah.
previously,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't think this wasn't this wasn't the plan. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know? But now it is. So I'm going with the flow
Yeah.
as I don't normally do.
Sounds like you need a little
Yeah.
previous Ian in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You guys are switching spots. Were you shitting your pants that first time around? I mean, I know you said you were more kind of in the moment back then, but I'm just looking for something to help this guy out.
No,
Well, go ahead.
I mean, I just knew that everything was going to change. I didn't know how, but I knew that it felt like a big deal to have a.
Yeah, there's no prep. There's no preparation. You just have to be like, okay, this is happening, and it's gonna change everything, and then you just go.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
go.
That's
There's no right time. There's no everyone wants to plan and be in their best footing when they have a kid or whatever. But most of the time that doesn't happen. And even when it does, it doesn't matter because everything, like I said before, like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And that's what having a kid is. It just doesn't matter. Like,
Now
just
imagine
be
getting
ready.
punched by a
Just
baby.
be ready at all the times.
Yeah. It's not having the kid that I'm worried about, though. Does that make sense?
Well, Sarah's having the kids.
I
That-
know.
That helps.
Yeah, that does help. I am very relieved. If I had to do that part there, that would not be happening.
He'd be stressed out.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're not doing this.
Right out of my dick hole?
Yeah.
No way.
It's just more like I'm worrying. I don't know.
Worried about the world it's coming
Yeah.
into.
And having come out of previous tragedies in my life, I think about that a lot.
Where you think that's history is going to repeat itself?
Yeah, kind
The
of.
fear?
Because it does. You know?
You think it does, but you're just what is it? Your brain is making connections that may not be true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a fear, and that makes sense given everything. But that's not necessarily.
Yeah.
I think I'll be relieved when it's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I think
you're gonna see that baby and you're gonna be like, fuck
it's like
yeah.
Yeah.
right now you're on the roller coaster and you're ticking up.
Yeah.
Baby gets born, boom, it's over. Like
And you're a little
you're- then
older,
you're
so
in
it's
it.
the tornado, to be clear.
Yeah.
At eventually.
it's a wooden roller coaster.
And I'm in the back.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a wooden
Yeah,
roller
yeah.
coaster. It's very scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very rickety. Yeah.
Where you can feel it dip when you go down.
Yeah. You can hear some creaking going on.
Yeah,
and some
yeah.
things like that.
Everything
But
bends out, bends back in.
it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I haven't. I've seen nieces and nephews, which even that was kick ass to me. I mean, you're going to see this little lady. It's going to fucking blow your pubes off. I mean, it's
Yeah.
going to be sweet.
It's funny because I grew up in a house full of women, and now I want to be back in a house full of women.
I think girl dad rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Alex has both.
Yep.
Both worlds. And then Ian, I think it's majority ladies, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the
me
youngest.
and one boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Things are going to be
Back
pretty
against the wall.
Oh man.
Can't wait to start ignoring all those girls, right? Another year or two.
Yeah.
Finally, some dude talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was all excited not to have to care about sports, and then fucking Caitlin Clark had to come around, you know?
Now I got to talk shop.
I'm like, oh, God. Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying, Ian, I'm going to say it right now. There's no way I can know if you mind. 'Cause I'm just going to say it.
Can't stop it.
But you're a stay-at-home dad,
Yes, I am. Yeah, yeah.
if you don't mind me saying.
And professional comedian.
And professional
Professional
comedian, a
comedian
very
also.
funny comedian, one of the best in town, in the state. What was the decision making on? Like, was that a hard decision to make between you and the missus?
Not really. I just couldn't imagine sending them to daycare. To like however that's going to be.
Right.
That was kind of like, as far as my worldview had developed, like that didn't seem like a real good option. And I had a job that I'd been doing for 5 years, and that 5 years is sort of like the good cycle as far as like the longest that I've done anything almost.
Right.
And so that was sort of naturally wrapping up right as we found out. And luckily, she is a independent business owner who is a
boss lady.
a boss lady, a real boss in every sense of the word. So she was able to make that possible, and I was more than willing to do it. And here we are.
Nice.
I'm willing to serve my country. Drink a. I'm trying to think. One time you're like, I pop a Celsius and put on Bluey, baby. It's great.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah,
I already like Bluey.
yeah.
Bluey's awesome.
Saw
Man.
Bluey live.
Did you do the stay-at-home dad thing from the first kid?
Yeah, right away.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And so 3 months later, she goes back to work, and you're just right there, and it's, you got to figure it out. You got to,
Yeah.
whatever you got to do, but babies are easy. The baby part, it's easy. It's a shock.
It's a pain in the ass, but
Yeah.
but
They-
you're in complete control.
Right.
yeah, they can't go anywhere. Where they are,
Yeah.
know what they need, food or a diaper, and that's it. It's when they start to move around, then you guys to
Then you're in
lock
trouble.
up the cabinets. You know,
Yeah.
make sure the panties are put.
This baby's eating all the panties.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I had one of our dogs, this big fat German Shepherd named Bear that we had. We had a trampoline out back, and we'd take our socks off to jump on the trampoline, and then he'd eat all the socks and then
Oh
shit them
no.
out.
Yeah.
So it'd be like shitting out big tube socks all over the yard.
Yeah.
Big brown tube socks. So gotta lock those panties up.
Yeah, I was walking my family's dog one time, and it had been like eating the stuffing of a pillow or something. And those fucking turds were coming out like little sausages that wouldn't come out of its fucking butt. And I had
Link sausages.
Yes, and I had to pull turds out of the dog's ass.
Sure.
Right.
I did not appreciate that at all.
Wait till I do that for your kid. It's a joke.
Good.
joke.
I was
Yeah,
like,
joke.
Jesus.
Toll was like, what? I have not thought of this. No.
I mean, who knows?
There is little bullet-shaped Tylenol that sometimes you have to
Pop in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've been there. Yep.
Into the butt?
right up there.
Get things moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it helps with like constipation, things like that? Or-
That and also they can't take Tylenol sometimes, I think is the deal, right?
Oh yeah, you can't make a baby swallow on command.
you gotta go
That's
rec.
Got to make the other hole swallow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is it a special Tylenol or do you just take a regular Tylenol and
Spit on it.
They
Yeah.
like make it shaped like a bullet. There's like a
they
little
do.
point on the end.
Okay.
Yeah. And they come in little like rods. Yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes you got to break them in half. I think it's been a while, but
Huh. Interesting.
something to look forward to.
Yeah, little baby suppositories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I had a suppository once. You ever had a suppository?
I've had a few in my time.
A few.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I got myself an anal fissure, is what they call
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Which basically means I ripped my asshole, I think.
Yeah.
Rushing it, or just maybe I went to hibachi for the night.
Oh,
before.
you ripped your like pooping?
Yeah, I think so. Is what they told me. Like I think I was an impatient pooper for much of my life.
Oh wow.
Got things to do.
I got things to do, people to see.
Pushed it a
Even as a
too
little
hard.
baby, I have like my suitcase. I'm like shutting and or briefcase, I guess it would have been. I was a man on a mission. But this was 19 or 20. Yeah. I was like, God, my asshole's killing me. And the doc took a look, and then they gave me, it was like a little, kind of like a bullet.
Yeah.
But mine were a little bit bigger. They're like, this guy could take it.
44 mag.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they're like about that big, just white little bullets, and they gave me a box of gloves, and I just went. I never entered myself before.
Did you use the gloves?
I did.
You don't need gloves on yourself.
I would not have used I would not have used the gloves.
Really? I was afraid of the
I'm
dookie.
digging in my ass all the time anyway,
into the asshole.
Spelunking.
Yeah,
Going in.
I'm doing
I was very
ass
shy.
kegels. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was shy to enter myself, but once I was in there, I was like, it's not bad in here.
Yeah.
Like once you get past that initial like door,
Yeah.
it just kind of opens up.
Feels
yeah,
like
once
home.
you can
Yeah,
relax.
Come on in. Make yourself comfortable.
Big
I
ET
remember-
finger.
yeah.
Hey.
Mine was put in by someone else.
I bet it was
It was odd.
someone else's mouth.
Still got their panties.
Why did you have one?
It was after my appendix burst, and I was very constipated.
Interesting.
And so they shoved a little
Little lube rocket up your butt.
big old pill up my pooper, and it felt just like pooping backwards.
Huh.
Which I was like, that makes sense.
Hole went elbow deep. Went to the small intestine on this one. Yeah, I mean, it does smooth you up.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a creamy shit afterwards. It was very strange.
Yeah.
'Cause
I had
it's- I apologize.
I was going to tell a really gross story that might be too gross. I'm not going to tell it.
For old time. Ian's here. Come on.
I had to the same when my appendix burst. I also had I was having straight up like liquid poop after, and they wanted to test it, so I had to catch it in a fucking plastic container. And it was like, it was
shit into a Halloween
Horrible.
bucket. Like, here we go. Where should I take this?
Yeah. So that was weird.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Were you above the curtain with your children? Either of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't they have usually sort of a curtain like halfway down the lady that you can shoot, so you don't have to see like what's down there to like not freak her and you out or
My
something?
daughter, who's born first, was an emergency C-section. She was born 3 months early. She weighed 2 pounds, so I was
Wow.
not in the room for that. I just saw her get wheeled out and was like, I guess that's my kid. And so my son, he was born by C-section, and I was above the curtain, but I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that is all of her organs are outside of her body right now.
Oh,
Whoops.
man.
I would have felt a little woozy seeing that.
No, I was just like, well, that is crazy. And my brain doesn't know what to
Crazy.
do, but there's my son. So let's just focus on that right now.
Yeah.
His organs are in his body.
Yes.
Yeah. Oof. Scary.
Do you want to hear a wild birth story?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I was maybe a
Shyla, cut to the tape.
bring it up, roll it. I don't remember how old I was, but I was
Wait.
Whoa.
Was it your birth?
no. Okay.
Hold this. Let him cook.
I was not old enough to be left on my own reconnaissance around the hospital.
Okay.
My mom was pregnant,
Yeah.
Okay.
and so I was in the room when my sister was born.
Holy shit.
You were how old?
I don't know. See, this is what happens when you experience trauma. A lot of it gets fuzzy, right? I don't know. I could do the math on my sister's age.
I was going to say, I think you should know the dates.
Yeah. She's like mid. I don't want to get this wrong. She's like
Take a wild swing.
she's like 27.
okay.
Oh,
So I was probably 12ish.
So you weren't a little kid. You were like
12.
a cognitive.
That's the wrong time to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're like 6, then who gives a fuck? You don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
12, though.
And so sitting at the far end of the room, I didn't know what was happening. And then all of a sudden there was a rise in everything over there. All the emotions, the noise, the volume, and everything kind of peaked.
Yeah.
And I looked over.
You look down from your
And
Game
then
Boy.
Ian peaked.
I saw my sister crowning
Woo!
Holy shit.
with my own 2 eyes.
Oh my God. They just had you at that end of the table?
It was a huge mistake.
Oh,
Huge
my
mistake.
Lord. That is
What's
a
going
fucking-
on there?
Cooler if you did.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was probably one of the
Did you
crazy-
just sit there like this?
I don't know.
Humming.
Yeah,
Time
screaming?
slows down.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah.
gets,
Yeah.
you know, it all gets pretty weird.
That is
In there.
crazy.
Did she know you saw her crowning?
I've never brought it up to her. Oh no, my sister, I think I brought it up to her, not to my mom. You know, she just takes things so personally, you know, so she'd be really hard on herself for like making that mistake.
Yeah.
Like I used to give her a hard time about having me on a leash in the mall.
Oh, you were
know?
a leash
yeah.
kid?
I was a leash kid because you would,
that
you
makes
know,
a lot of sense.
you would run off, you know, and they would start off with the
little
wrist
teddy,
leash.
little teddy bear on your back.
Well, yeah, they would back at this time there was no cute backpacks. They would just go full dog harness.
Like for a Pekingese.
Yeah.
That's
Or an Ian.
crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I've only ever seen like footage of a birth, you know, like just on a TV show or something.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's wild.
That is crazy.
And it's like
Age
your
12.
own mom. Like
Yeah.
seeing her.
Everything after that seemed sort of easy, you know? I mean,
Sure.
I aced school after that.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah,
I'm still alive. That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I saw my second daughter get born with the cord around her neck, and she was bright,
my
you know,
God.
dark purple. And that was crazy. But the doctors are just cool as can be. You know,
Yeah.
they've seen
They've
this
seen
100
it all.
times.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
give me one of these. Like, not like, like
No.
freaking out.
They're unfazed, you know. After this one, they just turned to me and they said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
To me, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not even involved in this.
You're like, well,
I'm
I saw
standing
my
by the
sister
side.
crown out of my mother's pussy, so not really. But this seems okay, I guess.
Oh,
I got a
my
lot of
God.
problems.
Oh,
All the
holy
hard work
shit.
I already did. Asked you if you were okay.
Yeah.
What'd
That's
you say?
embarrassing.
You were like, yeah.
I was like, I think so. I'm fine. I think
I'm listening
but
to a podcast right now.
You're in shock, you know. I mean, truly, the adrenaline is running so high.
yeah.
You know, you are in shock after
nothing's
seeing it.
really like hit you. You're just like, okay,
Right.
all right, okay, and you just get through it. You don't have time to think about it.
Yeah.
Until several years later, when you're like, I think my brain is broken.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have your wife here to ask her this, but has she said, has it been easier for her to wrap her head around it as time has went on? Like
Giving birth?
Yeah. You know?
Being with me,
Both.
Those are
she's
both.
accepting it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've come to accept it. But like, does it? I mean, I'm sure like the physical act doesn't get easier, more than likely, but
Well,
maybe you're more prepared for it.
Yeah, and I think you know what to expect, and like I mean, certain things like I think that the uterus or like the birth canal kind of is more used to it. Than
Here
it
we
is-
go again.
Ian's gonna mansplain pregnancy.
Just what I've been told
Yeah, no, I wonder.
by
you know?
qualified women. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think that she would say that it has gotten easier from the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much unknown. I mean, I guess there's always unknown because, like you said, one of them came with the cord around their neck. Can they not see that, like in an ultrasound? Or
They could tell because she was pushing, and as she was pushing, I guess that the cord is getting pulled, and then the baby's heart rate was like fluctuating on the monitor. And so
that's
they could
horrifying.
tell that there was some stress going on, and I could tell just like having seen this happen, you know, once or twice
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
that something was wrong.
Again, you're in the far side of the room on your Game Boy, like, hey, wait a minute.
trying to play my DS over here.
Trying to play Marble Madness. What's going on over there?
Yeah. Then the doctor comes in, and then, I mean, they say that they can get a baby out in like 1 minute if they have to, and that's
Really?
going out the top if they have to. I mean,
Yeah.
C-section
Oh, that baby's
style.
coming out.
Opening
they-
the hood.
They can get a baby out fast, but
Yeah.
she never had to go that route. But yeah,
Oh, it was. Is it called vaginal again?
vaginal. Yep.
Sick, AJ.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to say vaginal when it's your wife's vagina. I apologize.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, you watch your fucking mouth. That's my wife's vaginal birth you're talking about. That's fucking sweet, though. I mean, not the vagina part. But
Hell yeah.
I'm over here stroking my stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man.
I did add a new one.
The Irish German rage in me will headbutt a motherfucker to the ground.
That's going to be used sparingly. The Irish German rage.
I said that.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Oh.
Really stood out to me.
Mm.
The miracle of life, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's toasty in here. A little.
I'm working up a sweat.
Yeah.
You know, I cut the AC for the sound quality,
Yeah.
but now I regret it. I
It's
might
going to be
say,
a hot
fuck it.
summer. Hot boy summer up in here, you know?
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh.
I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna be in the room, right?
Yep. I did our online. We took our online classes. Our teacher's name was Joellen, which was weird because that's
That
my
is
mom's
hilarious.
name.
That's a rare name at this point.
A kid I work with's mom is also named Joellen. I was like, I've never heard any more, and now it's just kind of strange.
That
Anyway,
is.
that's yeah. So I took all these online courses while you just sit there and watch a screen. So I really retained a lot of it.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. So
Did they show births and things like that?
they showed some stuff, and I really watching that. I was like, man, I'm glad I'm a man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not that it's being a woman is wonderful. I love women, but I would not want to give birth.
yeah.
That's fair.
Short end of the stick, you might say.
Sorry. Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah. Thanks for making the team.
Yeah. Thanks for creating the team.
Yes. Kind of the water boy of the team we are,
Yeah.
you know, at best.
Yep. We provide the juice.
Yeah.
Quality H2O.
God damn. Oh. I had a few grievances I was going to air.
Oh, nice.
Please.
If you are interested in that. Yep. No, they're not about you, Dave, so you can stay. But this is something, I feel like no one's going to agree with me on this one, but I do feel it strongly. When people say something to you where they're like, oh, that was Paul McCartney, no? Or they do that no with the question mark at the end. I fucking hate that.
All right.
I feel like it's smug. It's
Yeah.
smarmy.
No?
Where it's
I
like,
suppose.
Super Mario Bros. No?
They're sort of implying that they expect you to know.
Yeah.
No?
No?
I've had people do it to me on the phone for teehees, which is probably where the root of all this is.
Probably so. If we could direct a path, we'd
Yeah.
probably see.
Find a root cause, as it were. But then I hear it like sometimes on podcasts, things like that. There's just a certain flavor to it when you say the no. Almost everyone says it. Something. No?
Yeah?
They say it in that way.
Yeah, what are we in France right now?
Yeah.
You like the baguette? No,
Exactly. Yeah.
this is America,
There's like
bitch. We don't talk like that.
Yeah, there's a bourgeoisie to
there
it or
is.
something.
Yeah.
Although the thing that I hate that is rampant now is saying right after everything. Right?
Yeah, it's very, very similar.
It's become everyone's go-to is saying something and then saying right.
I do that. Right?
Some people do it.
I've heard you do. I was almost afraid to do this one because I was like, I've heard Tolls, at least through text, I've seen you do it where it's like something, comma, no, question mark. And I was like, Toll might take this one to heart. But I haven't heard you say it. It's mainly via voice that bothers me the most.
Toll's going to have a baby, no?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
What? No, what? No, yes.
Like I said no. It's
Right.
like, I didn't say no.
Don't put no
You're
on
saying
me.
no.
You're saying no. Fuck you. Right?
That's my wife's vaginal birth you're talking about. No? And then my other my other grievance, people who don't fluctuate their volume, get closer, or get even quieter when asked to repeat themselves. You ever run into this?
Dude, I can't fucking hear. I run into this.
It drives me fucking nuts.
I go, what? What?
No. What?
Or either raise the volume.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I always try to close the distance.
Right.
Like I'll
Yeah.
do something that doesn't. Like the onus is on you to now raise the volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try something different.
Pump up the volume.
Yeah.
Pump up the jam.
Or by time number 3, I just pretend I heard it and move on.
Yeah.
Usually.
I agree. The N-word is underused. Yes.
No. You like to use the N-word? No. Huh?
Yes.
Right?
I have one of those.
Yeah, by all means.
Vocal fry. When people seem to be
Yeah.
doing, yeah, man. Like
Vocal fry's on its way out, though. It peaked about 4 or 5 years ago.
It's weird. It drives me crazy.
I mean, you want to talk like this all the time?
That's crazy. Oh my god! Like, guess what? You know.
Guess what? I'm having a fucking baby.
I'm having a baby, okay?
Yeah.
I thought
But I think that I mean,
I
it
thought
does
Toll was having a baby.
just happen.
No.
No.
Do you have the baby? No.
I'm sorry. What
It
you
is.
said?
What? I'm sorry. All right.
Let me
sure,
not
yes.
help you at all here. What
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Did you have any other grievances?
This one is not quite as fleshed out because it started today. But I wrote down that the gym is a little the gym as in like any type of fitness where Ian frequented for a while. As
Where Ian used to live.
Ian's home away from home. An actual home.
Ian's first apartment. I think is what we're calling it. The gym is a little too much like an open mic for me, I find, where it has like almost all the same types of people. You have the new people who are overly confident doing everything wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have old guys who are clearly alcoholics,
It is an open mic.
but they're the best that they have.
They got it
They know
down.
how to do everything.
Yeah.
Those are the guys you talk to. Those are the guys you learn from. You start a podcast with, like I did. You know.
Yeah.
Correct.
The old alcoholics.
Yeah.
And then you have the girls who everybody's trying to fuck. Doesn't matter what they look like.
They're there.
Yeah.
I've picked up on it as time has went on.
Yeah.
It's very open mic energy at the gym.
And everybody's
That checks
recording everything, and they probably don't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
People show up and they've only done it once, and that's the profile picture.
Oh shit!
It's very similar. You know?
Change the profile pic to a weight rack.
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
like
taking picture.
Yep.
Well, because I take my little picture every day because I'm trying to get 90 gym days in the books. So I'm no exception
You're
to
doing
all
great.
these,
Right.
yes, these terrible rules. But it's true that
but you're doing it to hold yourself accountable.
that's right.
Yeah.
and that's different.
But
than,
you see, I see people because I'm there almost every day these days. I see people come in. I'm like, you come in once every 3 weeks. You talk on speakerphone the whole time
oh,
Yeah.
while working out, which is crazy.
Crazy move.
That is crazy.
always.
What time do you
It's
go?
a crazy move, and it's a prolific move. You see it all the time.
Yes.
like it's not just one person.
It's wild. Like either
Why would
speakerphone
you-
or like headphones.
Alex,
in, but
when
they're
are you
talking.
going to the gym?
I haven't been there.
You see it all the time.
He's heard stories.
I've seen it all the time.
My favorite thing
seen
was, if I remember correctly, Alex had a trainer at Anytime Fitness that I go to in Beaverdale.
Yeah.
And he went a few times. Then he was like, I think I broke my entire body. I can't go anymore.
It was bad. Yeah.
Because I think you even posted about maybe your story or something like that. I remember laughing very hard.
Yeah.
Because I think they worked our boy Alex pretty hard.
Yeah.
That
They made me do a workout. I'm like, well, I think I'm dead. I
Irish
miscalculated.
German rage in me will headbutt a motherfucker to the ground.
will headbutt a motherfucker to the ground. The calm psychosis of
The Irish German rage in me will headbutt a motherfucker to the ground.
and then told, the quiet.
I was
fear.
shocked that you were out there headbutting people.
I like
I've
it.
never headbutted
We're all
anyone.
21 at one point, you know?
Yeah.
I just felt like it was a good little soundbite.
Yeah, for sure.
Right up there with this one.
When the fuck is your open mic night?
That's what I'm up to. Those are mainly my grievances.
Oh, I have a grievance. No.
Yeah, hit it, buddy.
Bombing at comedy shows. I hate that.
I stand by that.
I did it twice
that
last
bad.
week. Oh,
I really didn't think you did that bad.
I appreciate it.
I have a little.
I did. I mean, when the host is like, "All right, we're gonna recalibrate," I was like, "Holy fuck!" I was like, "Damn, that doesn't happen that often."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Tim did leave you hanging out to dry there a
yeah.
little.
I mean, I wasn't very good.
You were dry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The good news is
Crazy.
that there was only like 20 people there.
That is
That
true.
is the good
Yeah.
news. Yeah.
That instantly didn't like me. I was like, okay. Like,
It is
these
interesting. I've gone to shows where I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'll line up, blah, blah, blah. And then get out there and like 30 seconds in, you're like, oh, this crowd hates me. Like, I
Yeah.
can't, what did I do? Then you try and dig yourself out, but it's already over. Like the crowd hates you.
Yeah.
End of
They
story.
still liked Toll Marine. That was my big joke.
Yep.
That people
AJ
laughed
has
at.
the fucking
the scrolls.
scroll from the netherworlds over here.
What is this?
It's Santa's naughty or nice list over here.
Is it the transcript of the whole podcast?
Get on camera and look at it at least. It's hilarious. Who's been naughty or nice this year? Let's get the readout from the podcast.
Shila's our stenographer.
Yeah, she's Shauna's typing away the whole time.
Yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye.
It's the printout from our heart monitors.
It appears we flatlined.
Edit. Cut, print, paste.
Oh, okay.
Got a script to work off of. A scroll, as it were.
Oh,
It's fresh off the dot matrix printer over there. I'll keep a hold of the scroll right here.
this is long.
not quite as long.
I'm loving.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like 3 pages, but the scroll printer. I gotta get one of these. I'll read anything off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Because basically, it's just a big receipt printer. It's like an 8.5 by 11 width receipt.
There you go.
All right, fuck it. Well, we'll go to the video action. All right, Shyla. I'll tell you when to hit it for the people online, but I do have a selection of videos that will be up on this screen here
Nice.
that I would like you
Excellent.
gentlemen to take a look at. We'll start with this one.
The suspense.
Want a new way?
All right, here we go. All right, Shyla. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Want a new way to work out and keep moving outside? Try this unique piece of
What?
fitness equipment. This is the Frog, a full-body training tool that'll really help you feel the burn. Who knows? Maybe one day these will be a common sight out on the roads.
So this is how Ian had 4 kids, I think.
Familiar sight.
I saw this like as an ad running on social media, and I was like, the engineering is wild.
It's wild. If people are just listening, this is a machine has 4 wheels and 2 bars, so 2 axles, and then the human is holding them together. No, there's like a elastic band.
Yeah, that they're pushing against. That's pulling back and forth
Like
to
a weird-
drive.
Looks like a frog almost. Like
Yeah,
motion.
so they're propelling themselves by stretching their
And
bodies
the
out.
person is saying, "Oh, you might see these out on the road."
Want a new way to work out and keep moving outside?
Gosh.
Try this unique piece of fitness
it looks like you
equipment.
can't cruise a little once you get downhill
This is the
on
Frog,
it.
a full
you're
body
really working
training
at it.
tool that'll really help you.
Somebody
feel the
worked
burn.
so hard to make this to sell like 9 of them.
Maybe one day
absolutely
these will be a
correct.
common sight out
8
on
of
the
them were
roads.
sold to AJ Simmons at 312.
That would be an extremely hard workout. You would get a quarter of a mile and be done, and they have to pick that thing up and walk backwards with it because you're not gonna.
It doesn't even make. Why would you make this move? Just make it stationary.
Yeah,
Why do you want to get around like this?
you don't.
No.
That's
no
the
one will.
You
Right.
want to pick up the kids with this.
Yeah.
Big fat
Hop on, kids.
Your big
yeah.
fat ass flying in the air. Look at me, everyone.
This is
I'm
sort
exercising.
of similar to those elliptical bikes. Have you seen one of those
yeah,
before?
yeah.
Tony Little Gazelle
Equally impractical.
freestylers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's too much workout in one thing. Like you don't.
I think it falls in that same department as like a shake weight.
It does.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Those,
Where
they
it's
sold
like-
a lot of those, though.
Yeah,
It did.
and I think it's because it
As a
made people
goof.
horny.
Yeah.
I think this is going to sell some because it's going to make people horny. Because I can
Yeah,
tell
you
you,
get
if
a
you
shake weight in one of these, you're having a great night.
if you take this thing right here, this Frogger machine, do a lap at Gray's Lake with that fucking thing.
You'd also be running people over.
Yes,
Right.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, this is the width of a sidewalk, if not a little bit
Yeah,
wider.
it's like 5 feet wide. This is wildly impractical.
If you saw someone
well, it's like a
doing
weight
this-
bench in the
Yeah,
middle too.
yeah.
right.
At the Grays Lake, and somebody was like, "Excuse me, I have to get by you," and they're doing this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
left. Come on, you left. Right,
That is one dumb machine.
but not bad to look at, folks.
Yeah.
Not bad to look at.
That's probably the whole purpose.
Yeah, it certainly caught my attention online, folks.
AJ
Certainly
stopped
got-
scrolling when he saw that.
Yeah, I sure did. Stop me in my Frogger tracks. All right. So this lady here, we'll do a count of 3 again, Shyla. Don't you worry. Because before I found out, these are the interesting things. No one's going to care about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. With audio, there's certain like feedback loops that can happen. So we were like showing what was getting piped into OBS with Shyla onto the TV so we could see it, so it'd be perfectly synced. But that caused a feedback loop,
Oh, that was this noise.
which caused like a high pitched whining
Okay.
Fun.
that I didn't realize until like 2 episodes in. I also didn't realize I was cutting off the last 2 episodes, so I re-uploaded those. Sorry, folks. But what we have here is a young lady sitting on what looks like a roller I used at Domino's to create the artisan style pizza. So we're gonna count to 3 and start this video up for everybody at home as well as here in the room. 1, 2, 3.
Lovely.
So
And the trick is to imagine it's like a foam roller. So So instead of actually
foam
doing the
roller.
labor, pretend it's
I think that lady's liking
so
it.
the more movement, the better.
Yeah, it's essentially a Sibian.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a Sibian right there. The look on her face tells the story right there. Very
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, she's
Don't
staring off-
orgasm in
Yeah.
front of all these people.
Don't look at me in the eyes. Don't make eye contact with me.
Her knees are shaking. Her lips are licking. And she's staring out like 1,000-yard stare, kind of off in the distance. This lady with a tennis skirt on, would you
Yeah.
say, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's play it one more time, Shiloh, just to take a look. Because the lady selling it, unsurprisingly, is incredibly hot.
Yes.
And Australian.
Yeah.
I'll take two.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
The kids will love this.
and you can tell this lady has never felt anything like this in her entire life. All right. 1, 2, 3. Hit it, Shiloh.
Lovely. And the trick is to imagine it's like
she's
a foam
locked in.
roller. So instead of actually doing the
Wish I could
labor, pretend it's a
zoom
foam
in.
roller. So the more movement, the better. You can like move side
Oh,
to
I'm
side.
sure.
I mean, that lady's really licking her lips. I'm trying to see if I can. Biohack to lengthen lymphatic body roll massage.
Massage, sure.
I mean, it looks like strings and strings of anal beads, sort of like on a turbine
Yes.
that you sit on. But I bet
Yeah.
that would loosen you up, like those.
And
those
one way,
tight
one way
hip
or
and-
another,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get an anal fissure or two off that.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so.
But yeah, that lady looks like she's living her best life, and I appreciated that. You think you'd try something like that, Shiloh?
Thumbs up.
Big thumbs up from Shiloh. So this young man in this next video, because we can't have it be all ladies, we can't objectify people. So we're gonna let this young man objectify people for us here. This is a meme video. This is a certified classic, is what it says.
What else does it say?
And then it says, this beep man, and then laughy faces. It's a young black fella with his hand up his shirt, clearly in the process of defending himself. But against what, you might wonder. All right, Shiloh, on 3, baby. 1, 2, 3.
You in line, boy. You got caught. You got busted. You watch your Pornhub and be a fat ninja spider.
He was watching Pornhub, and his secondary or tertiary search was fat bitches fighting over food. And you could tell he's about to give, like, I mean, his true, dissertation on why that's not what happened.
Yeah, let a man live. You know?
Exactly. But I feel like every young man, at least of my generation, has been caught
Questionable searches.
Yeah, we've all caught a case like this in our time.
I used to not know that the search history was a thing.
Yeah.
Back when computers were brand new, you didn't know.
Oh, dude.
You'd be clicking on stuff. You didn't know that there was any sort of a trace of what you were doing.
Sure.
You didn't know viruses existed. I mean,
You're just out there free, just exploring. You know?
I was looking at
You
stuff.
didn't even know venereal viruses existed.
I was looking at stuff on OnlyFans with my full name on there. And I didn't
Joseph
know.
McGrain.
Yeah. It was like Toll McGrain.
Social
I was
security
like,
number.
Yeah. I didn't realize that everyone that you subscribe to or did anything with could just see your name.
Well, thank God you weren't subscribed to anyone that knows you, right?
Yeah, right.
Thank God. No, it's funny because I was in the same.
Yeah.
I learned from Toll that was the case
Yeah.
as well. So I'm fucked if I'm getting my information from.
yeah. You're getting secondhand information from Toll. That is,
Right.
you are.
I got leaked.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, I was like, well, whatever. That's why they are there, to make some money.
One more time, Shiloh. 1, 2, 3.
You in line, boy. You got caught. You got busted. You watch your Pornhub and be a fat ninja fighting over
You got caught. You got caught, boy. All right. And then one final one just for funsies. Oh, here we go. So I don't know if you were trampoline people growing up, but this looks
That's a massive tramp.
fucking epic. And then about 3/4 in, we see this young fella get launched. somewhat into the stratosphere, I think is what we would say. On 3, Shiloh. 1, 2, 3.
I've been having dreams.
So warming up. Already problematically high.
Whoa, that's like 2 stories.
Yeah.
Flipping in the air.
And even higher.
I never learned to slow down.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that was more of just a good feeling.
Yeah.
But
Would you guys do that?
No, at my age, no, absolutely not.
yeah, I'd be a little afraid now.
10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's about right. Now when I see people like fall in videos, I'm like, ooh, that looks unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting near the age where falling is a real, like, got to keep my eye out. If I take a hard fall, that could fuck everything up, you know? We used to be like, take a really hard fall, roll, stand right back up. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Everything's
Hey,
fine.
oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
Were you ever a trampoline guy, Ian?
No, my friend down the street had one, and I was afraid of him. I don't like to be off the ground. you
Yeah.
know?
Really?
No,
Shocked.
you get
Yeah.
like double bounced. You know, I mean, I'll do
yeah.
anything on my feet, but you put me on wheels, I get a little nervous. You get me on the trampoline, I don't like it.
A little loss of control.
You seem dexterous to me, though. Like you'd be able to shuck and jive well.
I don't know, not so much. I mean,
in theory.
Yeah, in theory,
Sure.
but like, you know, I mean, I'm not a big dancer, for example. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like to, you know, just, I don't know, I like to just do some regular movements. People aren't born to fly.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Whenever I see trampolines, I think of that episode of The Simpsons where like the wake of the trampoline,
Yeah.
all those kids with broken legs
Yeah.
just all over.
Yeah.
I always think about that. And whenever I see kids on trampolines, I'm like, this could go so poorly.
So
Someone's
bad.
about to break an ankle.
Yep.
Right.
Here we go.
I remember growing up with a kid in South Carolina, and we were very trampoline heavy in those days.
Tramp heavy.
Very tramp heavy. Young tramps, they used to call it. But we would do backflips, front flips. I could still do a backflip as far as I know on a trampoline, not to brag.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
As far as I know,
My
I can still
knees
do a lot
explode.
of things. I can still run a 10-2-100 as far as I know.
That's right. But a kid we were playing with got double bounced, was going to try to do a double backflip. Instead, did like 1.5 and landed head first into the gaps where like the springs
the
are.
gaps.
Yeah.
Those springs will
And now he's
kill
dead.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's
And
the
that
danger
boy's
zone.
name was Christopher Reeve. But that really did happen.
Was he fucked up?
It just like tore up the sides of his face and stuff, and I think it just scared the shit out of all of us. But
yeah.
like you said, young, flexible bones, maybe still at that point, because we would have been sub 10 years old probably at this point.
Yeah.
You're more bendy and kind of
You can
bouncy.
yes, for sure. Yeah.
You don't know what you should be afraid of.
Your tendons are all still supple. They can bend
Oh,
and
yeah.
bend back. You know, they're
Well,
not
I
just
mean-
snapping all over the place.
I know I've tried to tell it as a joke on stage before, but this was the same era where I remember, much like the porno that we were talking about earlier, there was a little, I mean, it must have been like a 4x4 box that someone nailed into a tree. So like a tree house, but it was more like a tree cubby hole that allegedly was full of porno.
Of course.
So naturally, young AJ was like, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
yeah.
And so I tried to climb up it, fell out of the tree. I would guess like 10 to 15 feet.
What were you wearing when you did that?
I was wearing Jinkos.
Yes, you were.
And a FUBU t-shirt, if I remember correctly. So I was doing well in life.
Yes.
It was the late 90s. I remember it all. But I remember, like Jinkos getting kind of caught in my foot, slipping, falling out of the tree, not getting to the porno,
Yeah.
if it was even there. Someone probably stole it out of it. Landing on my back directly onto the big sort of gnarled tree roots. Where now, if that happened, I would be paralyzed for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Just like Hans
Undoubtedly.
Gruber just through the air.
Oh, yeah. Like enough where I had a little bit of time to sort of think about it as it slowed down.
Yeah.
And hit my back. And I remember I like was walking, leaned over like this, crying. And my friend was holding up my Jinkos for me so my ass wouldn't hang out like and walked home like that the whole way. crushed my Crazy Town CD in my back pocket.
Is that true?
No.
Oh man.
But that song was huge at the time.
Man.
It was played at every skating rink I went to.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Come,
sugar,
my lady.
baby.
Come, my lady.
I told you when my dad was having me cut branches out of a tree, and it was right next to a power line. And my mom was out there watching, and my mom was pissed that my dad was making me do this. And so I was cutting, and I was hanging on to the insulated part of the saw. Then I'd switch and hang on to the other side of the saw because my hand was getting tired. Then I switch back to the insulated part, keep cutting this log, and fucking cut through the power line. And sparks go, and I fucking fly backwards and hit every branch on the way down, and then land on like this knotted root on the ground. And I was like, oh, but I didn't want to look because I knew my mom was so worried about me doing this that I wanted to just act like it was cool, that like it was okay that just happened. It was not okay.
You should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was
Pretty
that
fucking
insulated
crazy.
handle that just
And I wonder if I hadn't been hanging on to the insulated part,
wow.
you know?
Because that
Then
would
you'd
have
sit
been
there and
like
go,
40,000 volts.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know they say that like when that happens, you sort of lock, like you can't just let go of it.
Yep.
You know?
I've been electrocuted, and that is true. One time I was changing a light bulb at Earl May.
It always comes back to Earl
those
May.
big fluorescent light bulbs. And I did not know how they told me to change the light bulb. I didn't know how to get it out of there. So I kept twisting it, and it was like, it's not, because the ones that I had done was like you twist and pull. And I was like, twist, twist, twist. I was like, what the hell? How do you get this fucking thing out of here? So like a genius, I pulled my keys out of my pocket.
Yes.
And I went up and I reached. I was like, oh, that thing like kind of moves. And I was like, oh, so you push like this button thing. So I went, pushed it in with my key, and I go in front of like 40 people checking out at Earl May. And I was like, ah, and I pulled my arm down, and I was like stunned, fucking dazed, walked to the back room.
Blue electricity is circling your body.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the Sticky Bandits on Home Alone right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Toll's hair is out.
Yeah. You saw his skeleton for a few seconds.
And I come to realize you push the whole bulb to one side and pull the other
That's
side
good to know,
down.
though. You just
I
saved
learned-
someone
Yeah.
an embarrassing moment in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah. That was, and you can't let go. It was
Yeah,
fucking
no,
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have it. It
Yeah.
has you.
You go,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember plugging in so we had one of those above ground pools, and I remember we had like a little radio that we'd plug in to listen to the radio while you're hanging out in the pool. You know, good summer times.
Yeah.
Those times are coming soon enough. And I remember going to plug in the radio because I just hopped out of the pool and my hand was all wet, and I guess my finger was still touching one of the little bars that comes out of it. And then I got it enough in while my finger was still touching it, all wet. And I got shocked. And as I was getting shocked, it was that fucking awful song, Drops of Jupiter in her head.
Little train.
Yeah, train.
Little train.
Tell me. It wasn't as bad as yours, but it was more like, there's no feeling I've ever had like it. It's like this cold jolt, like through your whole body. I don't know how to explain it.
What a bad song to die to.
That's what I was saying. When I was
Tell me.
sail across the sun, make it to the Milky Way.
I did the old, and when I was a kid, I was at one of my friends, they had a farm with cattle, and I was whipping walnuts at the cows, having a great time. And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, throwing them, laughing. And then I fell onto the electrified fence.
Oh, shit.
I didn't realize. I'm like, ha, ha. And I like hung up on the fence, like,
oh, shit.
And then I quit making fun of cows. Sorry, guys.
I guess you're not as dumb as I thought.
But yeah, the cold, like, it's not, you're just like, locked in. You're like, I guess I live here now. I guess I'm gonna turn into a fucking French fry.
Were you ever electrocuted, Ian?
No, I've been racking my brain, man. I don't know.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
small
You didn't try
things.
and plug something in when you were a kid?
Well, I've like changed outlets, that were we're like live. You know,
Yeah.
you can
Right,
you can change them without shutting them off. You'll get shocked a little bit doing
Yeah.
that, but nothing too crazy. Yeah,
Just a little.
yeah, just a little something to let you know you're alive.
Yeah. But even that's, I mean, can be a little intense.
Yeah.
It's not drops of Jupiter intense.
When you're not expecting it, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
scary. And
Yeah.
it's electricity, so it gets your attention.
Yeah, I think that water added a little extra something, more conductivity for
Oh
me.
yeah,
Right.
oh
Because it
yeah,
was like a wet little kid hand. And like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I got electrocuted another time. I was taking a fan apart when I was a kid because I was going to make a boat motor because I was a fucking genius.
Of course.
Yeah, and I took this fan apart.
motor.
Yeah.
Little outboard motor
Yeah.
from a.
How
Gotta
would
plug
it
this
work?
in.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just with a long enough extension cord. you
yeah.
can-
The lake's got to have an outlet or two.
Yep. Figured we'd get car batteries in the mix. Who knew?
Yeah.
You know?
What could go wrong?
And then I just grabbed that fucking thing and plugged. I plugged it in while I was holding it all taken apart. And I was like, another one of those. Yeah.
This is all between you and I, at least, and Alex. It's all started like the electrocution, the CTE.
Yeah.
It's all starting to
Yeah.
make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. It's all coming together
Right.
now.
I don't fear. My brain work. What?
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah.
Closest that I've come
Yeah.
to being electrocuted is seeing my sister crowning out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be a shock right there.
Yes.
An emotional shock.
Yeah.
God damn.
You ever see the movie Radio Flyer? You know this movie?
Yes.
There's like a dark abuse backstory that
Yeah.
the kids
Oh,
build an
yeah.
airplane and fly away.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you were taking the fan apart, I was really hoping that you were building a
Oh,
plane.
yeah. To fly away from my happy home.
Me and my friends tried to build a plane after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And looking back
We all
on
did.
it,
Yeah.
we were so optimistic that this wagon was going to roll down the
Fly.
hill. And
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
when you watch the movie,
Pretty easy, actually.
yeah. Why don't we fly away too?
Yeah. Nice and easy.
That is.
It's a couple of steps and we're out of here.
Alrighty. I think the only thing we have left is to do a little cold read of this upcoming scene. A scene from a hot new movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you and Alex want to do it again? I think so.
Let me unfurl my scroll here.
What was it? Oh, I'll do that. Just an initial little introduction for you. Are you ready?
Do we want? Who's gonna? Oh. Okay.
I think it should just be 2 parts.
All right. Who do you want? Doing what? I'll make sure and look at the camera this time.
That's right. Let's make Toll Jules. And then
Is this
Alex.
appropriate?
I think so.
Sure. All right.
It's a cold read, baby. Interior apartment, room 49. Morning. Action.
What country are you from?
What?
What ain't no country I know? Do they speak English in what?
What?
English, motherfucker. Can you speak it?
Yes.
Then you understand what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me switch. Yes.
Now describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like.
What?
Say what again? Come on. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Scroll.
Pause for scroll.
Oh, Brett is regressing on the spot. Now describe to me what Marcellus Wallace looks like.
Well, he's. Oh, sorry. Well, he's black
Go on.
and he's bald.
Does he look like a bitch?
What?
Does he look like a bitch?
No,
Then why did you try to fuck him like a bitch?
I didn't.
Yes, you did, Brett. You tried to fuck him. You ever read the Bible, Brett?
Yes.
There's a passage I got memorized. Seems appropriate for this situation. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, what's going on here? You know.
All right.
That was Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
We read. Wow.
That's right. Not bad.
Yeah, I know
it
that.
seems so much longer, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the scroll.
The scroll is deceiving, dare I say.
It is.
Well done, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
That's something new we're working on.
I
Cold
channeled
reads.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I thought you
there.
did great.
I switched to Stallone.
Yeah.
halfway through.
I appreciated that.
I don't feel comfortable unless I'm not acting like as Stallone.
Made a choice.
Hey, you know.
That's right. I know we're losers, but do we have anything in the chat tonight, Shava?
I'm so sorry, Ian. I didn't know you were like.
I did say I'm
coming
here.
I didn't know he was the guy.
In the chat, Ian says I'm here.
He said I'm coming. He was just jacking off.
Of course you are. Everyone is.
So yeah, Ian did let us know that he arrived. But I thought you meant like to the chat room. I was like, okay,
I'm here.
cool.
Ian's here, y'all.
I should have been
no,
more
he's here.
specific. I was sitting on a
Yeah.
dumpster
He's
downstairs.
physically
Yeah, I
here.
didn't know who was going to be here, so I just. My bad.
Any closing thoughts, remarks, final grievances? I mean, I don't know if you two have any grievances over there, but
Tim was Tim. I ain't mad at you. Tim was hosting the comedy show. Yeah.
Now Tim's just doing what he's supposed to do.
It ain't no problem, Bob. Yeah. That was all me, baby. Anyway, yeah.
I think maybe my ears just tuned to. I've seen so much worse than I mean.
Right.
Or like to me, I'm like, eh. And when it's a small crowd, it's a little hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I bombed before. It's not like I haven't bombed. Shit. And I got some laughs. I ain't worried about it.
You sure did, buddy.
Yeah, you're also grading yourself on like a big curve from like all the, all the great,
Yeah.
you know how great it can be.
Yes, that's
So
true.
Got your ass.
Ian Pope, I know for a fact you have a pretty popular YouTube in where is it? Albania? Well, some kind
Oh man, yeah, like Uzbekistan, like the weirdest countries. Listen
They
to my
love Ian
podcast.
Pope.
I don't know what's going on.
Crazy.
It's wild. Like if you scroll through, it's like countries around the world. I mean, there was like 30 different countries around the world with like one stream.
Yeah.
So it's so weird. I don't know. Like, I love it though.
USA comedian, very nice. I like Ian.
I know. I like to think there's like some random teacher or some class they're taking.
They're learning English from Ian.
Yeah, I hope so.
But Ian Pope on YouTube. I mean, do you want to plug it?
Sure.
The
Ian Pope.
Popecast,
I think Ian
right?
Pope comedy on YouTube. The Popecast, which is just me basically sitting by myself in the room beneath my stairs.
Hoping your kids don't wake up.
Yes.
Yeah.
During nap times, I'll just go and I'll just talk for 20 minutes to
Right.
myself. Sometimes I'll have notes and sometimes I won't,
Interesting.
Yeah. With no edits, for better or worse.
Nice.
So that's how it goes.
That's how we rock.
Yeah.
Sometimes for better, oftentimes for worse.
Oh, buddy, there's hours and hours and hours and hours
Unedited.
of us just mostly shit-faced.
Yeah.
I've actually been thinking about doing like a little no sleep classics radio station on our YouTube where it's just because you can create like a live stream,
Yeah.
but you can preload everything, so you can just load in like our
Load the hits.
classic episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just tune in anytime, and it just like a radio show.
That'd be awesome.
It would just be
Just
anywhere.
find any episode from like 5 years ago and let her rip.
Oh yeah, that's why
Yes,
I listened
it's-
through Fat Lizzie, which was I guess our spin on Thin Lizzie.
Okay. Yeah. Did you listen to the whole thing?
I did. It was pretty good.
Nice.
And we were all drinking back then, so
Yeah.
you can definitely see the wheels start to fall off as the thing goes on.
Once we hit hour number 3.
Yeah, we're good for about an hour and a half. And then, then it really
That
starts
doesn't
to,
stop us.
Yeah,
It never stopped us.
it really falls apart after that. But yeah, I thought about something like that. But Ian Pope comedy, the Popecast,
Sure.
Venmo at Tobo Cop.
Yep.
We got a goddamn baby on the way, so put your money where your mouth is. Black Cat ice cream. for all your dairy and some non-dairy needs.
Got any shows coming up, Ian?
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to ask me. I'm
Join
like,
the club.
you know the answer to that. Hell no.
What else? Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM. Here's another little thought. I probably shouldn't just talk about it on the podcast, but whatever. Here we are. I was thinking it might be kind of fun in a way to work around our busy schedules, especially with the baby coming, is to do basically an extra hour after the normal podcast where we don't go live, but we kind of restart and keep recording. And then that goes to Patreon. So they get basically like an extra hour episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. Trying to think of things we can actually make good on.
Right.
You know?
That's important.
Yeah.
That's
What
the
can we
important part.
actually do?
Yeah.
What are we willing to actually do?
I've made good on it. Like I've sent the shirts, like anyone that's and sent stickers and stuff like that. But you know, on the Patreon, other than just supporting us because they like us, they aren't getting that much extra.
They aren't getting any stuff out of it.
Not extra content out of us at least.
Right.
Because it's hard to even just get the fucking clips.
But
and all that
we
stuff
watched
together.
two Marvel movies.
Yep, we sure did, and I fell apart.
But
yeah, you know, a thought. So maybe we can get that hammered out this summer. You know, additional little, even if it's like 45 minutes. It's a little extra podcast that only the Patreon gets or something.
Okay,
as well as access to the vault, which it's a bit like that Capone vault they opened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dead space and getting drunk. But, you know, whatever. Was that Geraldo that did that?
Yeah.
Geraldo.
Yeah, what a fucking buzzkill that was. Teehee's Comedy Club. Big news. We released on June 1st. We can talk about that. This is our last month at the current location. Ain't that right, Dave?
It is. Wowie zowie.
Wowie. You can catch me
at the beach.
Yeah, doing something, you know.
Surfing at
what do you? I guess I suppose
serving at Pizza Hut or whatever.
You'll probably be pretty busy with the new stuff.
Selling Blue Chews to kids in high school, probably. So that's what I'll be up to. Yeah, shit. Well, come check out this last month the Teehee's Comedy Club, 1433 Walnut Street.
And blow it out.
June 28th and 29th will be all local showcases, so you'll be able to see all these people if they're available on one of those, as well as basically everyone else that does comedy. Our boy Jeff Newell, the Altoona Assassin, will probably be there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And then all the other usual suspects. So a lot to look forward to, folks. I think is that just about everything?
Seems right.
Sure seems like it.
Right, well, thank you.
Thanks
very
for having
much.
me.
Yeah, thanks Ian.
Hell yeah.
Big fan of the show.
Yeah. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the ice cream king of Des Moines, Iowa, Alex Carter.
I love it. Who are you?
Toll L. Jackson McGrain.
And I'm AJ Simmons. Smell you later. Goodbye. Love you.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.